Hello guys, and welcome to my origami rose tutorial. In this tutorial I'll show you how to make the origami rose base like the one I have here with the little square portion in the middle here. It's a really hard, it's a pretty tricky one to make, but it's very fun though and makes for a brilliant gift. I do not recommend it for beginners because it does have some advanced folds, and then you have to wrap it up, create your actual rose, and fold the petals out, round these little corners off here like I have done, and open up the centre like this, and then make the stalk. So all you'll need is a square sheet of paper. And if you're using print paper, just fold the diagonal line down the centre. You should have some excess paper like this. Rip it or tear it or cut it off. It's entirely up to you, but it's better if you cut it because it might just be that neater. I recommend you use very good folds for the rose, as it is a very difficult and complicated model to make. So, let's get started. This will be the stem of the rose, by the way. So, you're looking to make something like this. So, first of all, you need your square sheet of paper, and if you have origami paper, that's fine. You just fold the diagonal line. If you're using printer paper, it's helpful because you've already got some diagonal line. And I want you to run your fingernail over it, like this, so it makes it really sharp, like I have done here. Then I want you to fold it diagonally the other way. Then you'll have a line down here. So let me just do that a second. Stupid computer keeps going foggy. So, then you have your X. Now what I want you to do is I want you to fold one side to the other. And I will be releasing some more difficult origami out soon, like the origami horse, for instance. My mum met this man in church once when she was young, and he made a horse, gave it to her mum. Her mum didn't want it, so she got it, she unfolded it, and see how it works. And I'm going to ask her to teach me that in a second, since we've done these tutorials, really. And I hope you're having a very good Easter holiday. And then what you need to do is, when you have folded that line, sorry, I've got a bit ahead, is fold these little side bits onto the centre. So you get a book. And then you don't have to fold it in half. I'm just folding it in half to make sure it doesn't interfere with all the edges. So I have something like this, and then you need to unfold them, and you'll have some lines. And I want you to rotate the paper and do the same. So, fold it in half. That's fine, like this. Run my fingernail against it. This is very important, by the way. You must run your fingernail against it, otherwise it will be a little bit difficult and get on to wrapping the petals. So, and then when you fold these side bits in, you'll see that you create little squares like that. And then the same with the other side. So what you should have now is, when you've done that, you should have a little square of 8 and a little squashed hexagon, stretched hexagon like that. And then you open it up, and guess what? You've got an X in your paper and a square of 16. So when you have something like this, you're ready to move on. Right, now you have completed this step of the origami rose. What you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom half and fold it up to the the top half. Sorry, why did I say that? And then the next step is pretty difficult. I want you to visualise a third of the space between this line here and this bottom edge. So, what you need to do is you can draw on it if you want, but the best way to do it is fold this up until there's exactly the same as that piece of paper, exactly the same space as that, up to this line here. So I just want you to make a good old crease on that line there, all the way across. If you get it wrong, you can start again. It's fine. As I said in the beginning, it's a very, 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 very difficult model to make when your fingernail against it, as I keep saying. And then open it up, and you should have 3 new creases. Like that. Well, 2 new creases. But then you're going to rotate the paper and do the same. Make sure it doesn't get all kind of like squashed. So, now I've already done that side. So, like that. And then just fold that up. And you should see some two little tiny, tiny squares in the middle. So, give you a bit of time to do that. Run your fingernail against it. Sorry if I'm getting annoying about that. But. So then you should have a cross. Like this. Okay, now you have this. What you need to do is you need to fold these. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold it up in half again. But then you're going to fold on this new line that we made. And do the same on the other side. And then, if you look at it from the side, you should see it looks like a big M or W if you look the other way. And then you're going to do that with the other 2. Run your fingernail against it, as I keep saying. It's very important that you do this, because it will help when you get to wrapping it. And then you should have something that looks like this, just a little bit sharper. And then you do the same with the other 2. Well, the other side, the other one. Like this. Doesn't seem to want to fold here, but if it doesn't want to, make it. That's what I usually say. I'd recommend you look at some of my other tutorials, like, for example, the single-sided ninja star, because you will have to interlock the bottom. And then you should have your old friend, McDonald's, him, and then you should have just a little bit sharper on that cross. Now, you want to flip the model over, and you want to pinch. You want to, as you can see, there's a kind of hilly bit here, and I want you to fold the rest of it downwards, but that bit upward like that. So you get that. I want you to do the same with the other side. If it won't go, just make it. Don't make sure it's not getting wrinkled at all. And if folds are getting flattened, like mine at some point, then just just on the stick. So you should have something that looks like a mask or something. Well, I call it the mask. And then what you want to do is you want to make fold this triangle down to make it flush with the rest of the triangle, like this. So I have something like this now. And then I want you to unfold it and fold this tip onto that line. So there's a diamond kind of shape in there, and just fold to the bottom of there, showing that you're folding the diamond in half, really. And then I want you to unfold that too. And then I want you to just open it out the tiniest ever bit, but not too much. We want to keep these creases intact. So then you're going to do the same with these two, the other two. And then you do that. And then you should have something that looks like this from the bottom and this from the top. This from the side if you really want. And then put it down on a table. Oh, hang on a minute, that's as slow as my screen will go. So I'm just going to tilt my computer to let you see this, but oh hello, sorry about that, can't do that. So what I want you to do, this is really easy on a flat surface. I want you to visualise me putting this down on a table, and then these four kind of walls will go around in a counterclockwise direction, or anti-clockwise as some people call it. So when you've done that, you should have something like this. Sorry about that. So it's all counterclockwise flaps pressed down like that. You should have some flaps on the back and this X standing up in the middle. Now this bit is a bit more difficult, and then after this step you will have finished your rose base. So it should look something like this in the end. So you have your rose base like this, and then I want you to tug gently on two areas of the square, and you should see it inflate or bubble up. This is much easier to do on a flat surface. So just bubble it up until it's really bubbled. Don't pull too hard, remember. And then what I want you to do is, so as you can see mine's inflated, I just want you to push down on that very hard, and you don't have to run your fingernails exactly, but I'm going to anyway. Just makes it look neater. And there you have your origami rose base. Thank you for watching part 1 of my origami rose tutorial. Part 2 will be coming out as soon as I've uploaded this one. And I'd really appreciate it if you could rate, comment and subscribe. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thanks.